Hey guys, I'm Catherine. I decided to make this video because I feel like I'm at a point now where I can finally say, wow, I did it. I feel like I'm almost completely healed mentally and physically. So I figured I would make this video to help anyone else who is struggling with the same things I was struggling with and continue to struggle with today. Yeah, let's get started. So this video is about my acne journey. It is quite a journey. I've been suffering from acne for about probably 9 years now, actually. I started getting it when I was 13, and it wasn't severe or anything, but I was getting little breakouts on my cheeks here. And then by the end of high school, end of junior year, I started getting moderate acne. I'd say moderate. You know, kind of just like along here, and it was painful, but they weren't quite cysts. I got some creams for that and just cleared it up, which was a topical antibiotic and tretinoin cream. I also got some dermabrasion done in high school, and that also took care of the minimal scarring that I had. And then I started breaking out again freshman year of college, but then kept it at bay with the creams. Freshman year, I decided to go on antibiotics because I didn't want my acne to get worse. And it really wasn't that bad at that point, but I could tell it was gonna get worse. The antibiotics helped, and then after the antibiotics were stopped, I kept applying the topical creams, and my skin was the clearest it ever was. It was glowing, it was radiant, like I was ready to do a magazine cover photo shoot with no makeup on. That is, yeah, my skin looked that friggin' good. I had a major skincare routine going. I used 3 different products on my face to keep it that way. So my skin was very clear up until less than a year ago. It was very recent. I was using the creams a lot for a long time, and I was like, you know, my skin's really clear now, and I don't want to keep putting this on my face if I really don't have to. Plus, having a skincare routine gets really tiring. You really have to stay on top of it. And I was like, you know, maybe I'm fine now. Maybe, you know, it's taken care of, and I won't break out. I weaned off the topical antibiotics. And then I stopped using the tretinoin because it was just getting greasy, and I'd wake up and it would be like, just greasy, and I'd be like, ugh. So slowly I started breaking out more and more, but I was like, you know, let me just focus on diet. I'm just gonna not eat gluten and dairy. Simple as that. Well, I didn't know back then that it was way more complex than that, and if I were to change my diet, I should have done more research and talked to more people, looked more into just cutting out gluten and dairy, because sometimes it's more than that, as I found out it was for me. Eventually I did research more about diet, but let's get into that in a little bit. My acne started getting really bad end of June, and I remember looking in the mirror, and I had just come from a phase of having perfect skin. It was perfect. I remember looking in my mirror and just staring at myself and being like, what happened? Why me? I felt really ugly, and I felt really disgusting, helpless. Honestly, I was like, thank God I get to wear this mask everywhere, because I get to cover up my severe acne, and all they can see is my forehead, which still had acne. But I was like, thank God I get to cover this up with a mask. It was like my saving grace. But then whenever I took off my mask, I was like, oh, what are they gonna think? Are they gonna think I'm gross? Are they gonna be like, what happened to her skin? It was really depressing. Yeah, I didn't want to take care of the creams. I just really wanted to work on doing it naturally. I, for some time, was drinking a lot of water and cut out gluten and dairy, but, you know, I stopped doing that because I also just did not have the right mindset to even start something like that, and I just was very sad, and I had depression and anxiety, and I just was like, I just want to eat whatever I want to eat, and my skin's messed up, and what's the point, you know? Not a good mindset, but also looking back, I had to go through all that to realize that it wasn't a good mindset and that I can help myself. I'm grateful for the low points I've had in this journey because they have helped me reach the peaks. I did see the dermatologist over the summer, and he did tell me to use the creams, and this was before any scarring had happened, but by this point my acne was pretty severe, and I just remember being like, what the heck? I feel so gross. Like, I felt so gross all the time. I felt gross. I didn't put on the creams, and then I eventually Went back to him again in October, and he basically was straight up and he was like, this was the first time I heard a dermatologist ever say this to me, but he was like, he's like, this is pretty severe acne. And when I heard the words severe acne and then put it together with is on my face, I was like, I have to put a stop to this right now, and it has to be intense. And I have to go all in now, because by that point I did have scarring, and I remember looking up YouTube videos and seeing really severe scars, and I was like, I put my phone down immediately that night, and I was like, that will not be me, and I started putting on cream again. Basically, I tried antibiotics again because it was so severe. I'm like, I need to just like immediately stop these breakouts. He was like, if you keep breaking out, you're gonna keep getting scars. And I was like, I don't want scars. I don't want more scars. More like, I already had scars. I already had scars. Antibiotics made me feel like crap. I got really bad side effects this time around. Do not take antibiotics unless you absolutely need them to save your life. But for acne, don't take them. First of all, they kill off all bacteria, not just the bad bacteria. They kill off your good bacteria. They can weaken your immune system, and they have really nasty side effects. And I am still feeling better from the antibiotics I took. And I stopped taking them literally 2 months ago. Finally feeling like, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So don't take antibiotics. So I eventually stopped taking that, and when I was on antibiotics, I remember being like, I can eat these cookies because I'm on antibiotics, and whatever bacteria is on my skin from eating too much sugar will die. I literally, that was my mindset. So I was reaching for a cookie. I was like, I'm on antibiotics. I was like, popping a pill. I'm fine. So bad for you. So bad for you. So you live and you learn, you live and you learn. I got a really bad dizzy spell one time right before Christmas. And I was like, this is a side effect. It's like, I would rather have cystic acne than feel this way. That is how bad the side effects were. I was like, this is so dumb. I'm literally masking the problem by popping this pill. And once I go off this pill, everything's good. Like, if I keep eating like this, or I don't balance my hormones, the acne's gonna come back and the side effects will be for nothing. I was like, this is ridiculous. And I was like, I'm so sick of not taking things into my own hands. So that's exactly what I did. When January came around, I was like, enough eating the sugary crap, enough with the cookies and the gluten and the dairy and all the things that can inflame my body, my skin. And I was like, it is time to crack down on this. I am so sick of feeling gross and bad for myself and just unhealthy and depressed and anxious. I did a lot of research, and I came to the conclusion that my acne is both hormonal and diet related. Diet related because I get the acne on my forehead, and hormonal is here and on the neck. The supplements I currently take are zinc, probiotic, B vitamin complex, vitamin C, and fish oil pill. Let's break them down. Fish oil is good to fight inflammation. It's also good for brain, heart health, eye health. Well, it has a lot of omega-3, which is good fat that you want. I take zinc. Zinc has been studied a lot as a very effective natural remedy for balancing hormones, help your mood. Also has shown to have antibacterial properties, which is awesome. It's also good for the immune system. I take vitamin C because vitamin C is good for the immune system, and also it promotes collagen production, which is good for healing acne scars, because when skin is healing from a pimple and it results in an acne scar, what that is your skin doesn't make enough collagen. I think I had like the boxcar scars and the ice pick, so yeah. Probiotic because if your skin's hurting, it's obviously something inside with your gut health. Gut health affects so many things, and so it's good to just start from the gut, because that was my issue in the first place, trying to get that good bacteria flourishing again. Vitamin B complex because B5 has a certain type of acid in it that is apparently really good if you have acne prone skin and acne. They're water soluble and can't hurt to take them. And I was also feeling really low energy and stuff like that, so that also helps with all that stuff. Now let's talk about diet. When my acne was severe, I was eating all the things. So much bread, a lot of peanut butter. Peanut butter is so bad if you have acne, by the way, and I'll get into that in a little bit. I was eating dairy, ice cream, cookies, like what the heck. I was eating bagels a lot too. I went through this bagel phase, and even when I knew I shouldn't have eaten them, but they were just so good. Sometimes just like, I'm just gonna eat what I want. I just remember I ate a lot of chocolate, I think, too, because I was stressed, and it was just, instead of taking care of my stress, I was just like, instant gratification from sugar, and it just made things worse mentally and physically, so don't recommend doing that. I was eating all the things, and looking back, I'm like, no wonder I had really bad acne on top of the hormonal imbalance issue, because my gut was literally probably so bad, and I probably had really bad leaky gut. Like, I was burping a lot and belching a lot, and that is a sign that something ain't right in there. Obviously, I cut out dairy, gluten. I cut out things that have a lot of omega-6 in them, because omega-6 causes an inflammatory response in your body. I tend to eat foods that have more omega-3 than omega-6. I saw what omega-6 does to my body firsthand. I was binge eating almonds for 2 days because I was in this phase where I was like, nuts have vitamin E and that's good for your skin. Let me just eat these nuts like all day, every day. The next day, my skin broke out in 10 new zits. I remember waking up being like, whoa, what is going on? Because by that time, can't even talk. By that time, I had a really good skincare routine. My acne was under control. All right, it's gotta be something I'm eating. Then I remembered my brother saying that he used to get acne in his early 20s because he was eating nuts, and he stopped drinking the hazelnut coffee and stuff like that, and then it went away. And I was like, maybe that's my thing. And then I did research, and sure enough, yeah, it's an acne trigger because the omega-6. And then I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep eating my eggs and avocado every day and just cut out the almonds. Yeah, I was eating eggs every day and avocado every day. And then I still was kind of getting little teeny pimples, like not a lot, but just like, I'm like, why do I keep, why? I did research, and eggs and avocados are both very high in omega-6, and I was like, so I haven't eaten those for probably close to a month at this point. I'm doing like a detox from that, because I'm like, I gotta see if that's what's causing it, and lo and behold, I have not gotten a new zit. I got a couple the other day. Could be hormonal, or the fact that I've been eating a lot of fruit lately, but the acne I get from eating a lot of fruit, tiny little breakouts, it's not like cystic. Thank God. I also eat a lot of antioxidants now. Blueberries, ginger every day. I tend to either drink lemon ginger tea or put my ginger in a smoothie. Anyway, yes, also, I drink green tea every day, at least once a day, if not twice. I accidentally found out that green tea helps acne because when I wasn't doing anything to help my acne, before I started the creams again, before I did the antibiotics, don't recommend doing that again. Don't do it. I remember being like, whoa, I've been drinking green tea for 2 weeks and now my skin is less inflamed and I'm not getting as many pimples. And sure enough, did some research, and green tea lowers androgen levels and also calms inflammation. So I was like, that's amazing. I find joy in preparing my healthy foods, and I also find great pleasure in knowing that this is good for me. It's very pleasurable to make your own meals. I started becoming a cook. I cook dinner quite often for myself. It's just nice to know where your food's coming from and to know the ingredients. I don't eat prepackaged foods anymore. The only prepackaged foods I eat are if it's like organic mango pieces, and that's all it is. I can't stand those YouTube videos to see where people are like, I cured my acne by doing this one thing. It's like, okay, maybe you cured it by one thing, but usually it's a combination of many things because your body is literally a machine and needs different things for different things. You know what I mean? There's so many different body functions that go on inside of us, and You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be a joint effort of different vitamins and maybe supplements and things like that. If it is something that I can research and other people have done naturally to heal themselves, 100% that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing now. It also really helps to have a good support system. I'm really, really, really grateful for all the people who have just supported me and have seen me for who I am. My best friends have seen me have really clear skin and really bad skin, and they've always been there for me. And they tell me, oh, stop, like when I'd be like, I'm ugly. You know, it really helps to have people like that, because you're like, oh wow, I am beautiful and worthy of things, and also people don't give a bleep whether you have acne or not. Okay, if someone, real talk, if someone judges you for your acne, especially if it's someone who's never had the issue, not worth your time. People who have never struggled with this don't get it, honestly. Yeah, so it really helps to have a support system around you. Like I said, I am so grateful for everyone who has just supported me endlessly. Oh, it's been a couple of hours. I've been editing this video, plus I ate dinner because I was hungry. Friends, and oh my gosh, my lights are broken. I love all my friends, and this video is now coming to a close. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you, or if it didn't help you, maybe with acne, maybe just inspire you to start something new or to take care of yourself in a new way. Or maybe you can pass this video on to someone who this will help deal with their acne. Yeah, my hair's a wreck. Thank you guys. I never know how to end these things, so stay safe.